towards something a little different tonight. I may have my kips a little high. Need to check later. I think this is the correct amount of kips for this. I could be wrong.
Now entering a safe area.
I need to look. Google it in a moment. Maybe I should do that now. Hold on a sec. So I'm not killing you with kips. Kips for... $19.20, $10.80. Okay. Okay, so we got well, I guess I do knock it down, but so I turn it into 720. I have it where I need it. Yeah, 3,000. Okay. Cool. I was just trying to make sure. I didn't want to kill you guys with kips. Kips. Hey, Dirty Rob, what's up? I am testing something. I don't know if you noticed, but the resolution here is a little bit smaller. On YouTube, they don't let you use ending annotations and whatnot unless you you meet certain conditions, and one of the conditions is to have like this smaller resolution, which makes me sad. So I can't use my widescreen to its full capacity, but I can be okay with that if I can start using the annotations at the end properly. But it is somewhat weird playing in windowed mode. I will give you that much. I see a little bit less of what's going on. It makes me nervous. But how are you, Rob? I saw you earlier. I tried rating your stream.
Attention.
It seemed like my stream had ended, but then I guess it had not, and I'd left all my stuff on so that it would continue doing stuff for you guys. But all it did was record blank space for like 2 hours, so I ended up just deleting the recording. So I'm just going to record a little bit of this test footage instead. So at least I did something today.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage.
This doesn't look too weird on the OBS.
System rebooted.
He's so far. Not opposed to the way it looks. I mean, it feels normal. Just a little shrunk. And now I can, since I have the widescreen, now I can have the chat actually on the primary screen, along with the little monitoring system for Twitch, so I can make sure everything is running.
Incoming supply drops.
Oh, hey, back-to-backs. Not bad. See what's happening here. I'll start up here. I'll run into somebody. is I'm trying to reformat my channel on YouTube, and I'm trying to reformat what I'm doing on here for you. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, you definitely need to get some rest. You were having quite the time the other day. You were quite busy, so definitely. And if you have a sub drive like that again, where you're getting 2 or 3 subs an evening, that should start propelling you forward too. It'll start picking up, I'm sure. I'm gonna try and find a couple other channels that I like, so that I can potentially start chaining them together at different hours of the day. I gotta do my research, is essentially what it comes down to. So I'm new to Twitch, I don't know what the hell's going on over here.
Has been eliminated. Scanning for additional hostiles.
But I think the ability to host people when I'm off is kind of cool. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to go rogue on this guy. Swing. There you go. Oh, he's gonna go for it. I'm gonna have to shoot him. I wish I didn't have to, but he's not gonna give me a choice.
Hostiles moving out of proximity. Television levels lowering to acceptable levels. Warning. Your division affiliation has been disavowed. You are now marked as rogue.
Oh boy. Here's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna roll up on him. Already procced his status. There we go. Just use that cover to cover damage.
Successfully claimed.
I may as well take his stuff on here too while I'm thinking about it. Oy. Yeah, the thing with YouTube is that to have the end annotations that you want to have, I don't want any of this
Nearby drop
stuff.
site has been claimed by another agent.
But as a rule, to have the end annotations, you have to have 16:9 resolution. Or less, I think. It may be, because I had too wide of a resolution, and it just wouldn't let me do it. It made me very sad. So, now I'm playing in windowed mode in hopes of, oh wait. There's a guy over there. But, I'm playing in windowed mode, hoping that, I can get some footage that I can start making a proper ending to these videos. Especially on YouTube. The end annotations are huge on YouTube. If you can't make a proper outro ending with links and whatnot, that it becomes very difficult to link your stuff and get people moving in the right directions. So resolution is big.
Rogue status no longer active.
So I'm hitting that magic number now, 16:9. See how it goes. I have to adjust my YouTube settings as well. These are the Twitch settings, the Twitch profile I have on OBS, and I have a separate one for YouTube. I'll fix that a little bit later. I just want to test this out, see what it does. Get a little footage, send one over to YouTube, see if I can actually use the annotations. If I can, then we have a success, and I will run it like this for the rest of my time here. But if not, then it's a waste of my time, and I can run higher quality, wider screen, and as a happier gamer with more of my widescreen.
Cargo extraction initiated.
But either way, I would much rather show off the game to more people in a more productive manner than what I've been doing.
Update. Supply drops have expired.
Especially with Division 2 coming out.
Ready to bring it on.
We're gonna have to be ready, be prepared. I want my ducks in a row.
Seconds till extraction complete.
Oh no, I'm on fire. Oh no. Huzzah.
Extraction complete.
Where are you? Oh, there they go. No, I heard them. I like the audio cues in this game a lot. They do help you substantially, if you're paying attention to them. I think they did a bang-up job. I'm gonna head south to that PvP group, make my presence known, and then call it a short night. I don't plan on being up much later than you are right now, Dirty Rob. We both got stuff to do tomorrow, and I think we've both been up all day. It ain't worth it too much. Stay up much later than this. Seems to be streaming alright, at least. I got my kibbles and bits correct. So I think I have it streaming at like 3,500. Maybe at 4 because it drops. Look at it more later. I got some mystery meat hanging on me somewhere. Where is this? I usually have more room. There we go. All these bags and stuff that I'm never gonna... you know what? I'm gonna actually start looking at these high ends because of the 29 movement. I know that I'm probably not gonna join everyone on that expedition, but maybe I can prove to level 29 players that perhaps the high ends still have a role to play in the level 30 category. So maybe I'll stick this one out. Maybe I'll start collecting high ends again just to try and make a point. If it's real or not, I don't know. let's see. But best of luck. I'll see you another time. Get some rest. 5% of healing from skill damage. That would be, I would want, what would I want? I got skills. I'm probably running Firecrest. Burn Resist would be chill as fuck. Because I would want to throw granadas. And this stability, I would re-roll. I already have electronics. So I would get rid of this guy. This guy's got health ammo. That wouldn't be helpful for a skill build. Cool. Logic. It all makes sense in the end. I think the only things that you can't use are holsters. Still. Because you sacrifice so many stats. You have 14s across the board, and then you drop down to 260. 140 each. Damn. Talking like 420 points. Damn, dude. That's half of a level, really. I can't even really see that ever being worth it. Even though Nimble heals you, even though it just doesn't. Can't do it. I can't even make an excuse for the Bliss holster. Can't be done.
Please report any suspicious behavior you see to a last man battalion soldier.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
That's the one I'd give up on, is holsters for sure. I would never win that argument. But everything else, if you're just dropping 100, maybe 300 points, it's plausible.
You're gonna buy something, huh? You come on back if you like how
If you
it
want to
looks.
run a 4-piece, I would say 5 is about as low as I'd go, because 5-piece anything is usually pretty kick-ass. But there may be arguments made for some 4 pieces.
I got stuff that'll save your life. Take it and go.
I just gotta look, I gotta investigate. Same old, same old. Oh, see, that's Swift. Quick draw. Yeah, get rid of this guy. Health disrupt. Maybe. You know what? That's actually, if you were gonna run a Reclaimer, you would want to reduce your disrupts. That's actually pretty good. Not opposed to it. Crit chance SMG. You switch pistol for skill haste. Go. Then you reroll the stat to whatever you want. Cool. Got some good stuff in my stash right now, my extracted stash. 50. I gotta sort out this inventory eventually. I'm really gonna have to, if I'm gonna start including high ends, I'm really gonna have to be picky now. It's gonna be a problem. Forceful, increase armor when signature skill is active. Now, let me tell you what you could throw that on. Yeah, you can't. You can't run the 6-piece alpha. But wouldn't that be cool? Forceful, increase armor. Have your infinite extra 15%. That'd be funny as fuck. But there's a argument to be made for forceful on Reclaimer, perhaps, because of the buff you get off of the box that reduces the cooldown on your signature skill, and if you emphasize retention of signature skills, you can constantly have that thing going. So perhaps Forceful could have a role somewhere out there. And this one isn't bad. Exotic damage resilience, health, ammo cap. This is kind of what you'd want. This is what you'd need. Then you could roll the stat for whatever you want. So that is what I'm keeping. Cooldown for healing skills by 15%. Rapid, the old school. That is the healer. Now that we're talking about high ends again, this is kind of fun to look at them one more time. Decrease cooldown for healing skills by 15%. Skill haste, health on kill, increase kill XP. Not worth keeping, but there you go. High ends, man. High ends. It's cool. I may have to look at pro red stability headshot damage. This is not ideal. You're gonna do crit damage, you really need to have crit chance. Can't have headshot damage and crit damage without crit chance. It just doesn't work. Don't work. Okay. Hey, Sky Bass. I don't know if you noticed, but the screen probably looks a little different. I'm streaming in a different resolution.
Transmissions jammed.
I'm making a change. It may or may not be permanent.
Activated. System rebooted. Caution. Entering dark zone.
Depends. Was that today?
Leaving the safe area.
I raided a stream today. Dirty Rob was actually just in here. He was, sending me off. It's clear as hell. It's also, the resolution's kind of smaller than usual. I usually run super wide, because I have a super wide screen, but, oh, and on Twitch, I have several people lined up with the robot. The robot automatically hosts other people's streams on my channel while I'm away. So, like, even when I'm not streaming, if you came to my channel, you could potentially see other people streaming. It looks good. I'm happy. It's probably gonna look better than it has ever, really, because I think I've been pushing the limits of it by trying to play the game in a resolution that is kind of difficult for it to do. So, you know, it's this might actually be better for everybody involved. The only thing is, I'm playing in windowed mode, which is slightly uncomfortable. Oh my god. It's just a little weird is all. But there's gonna be a lot of good things opening up for me if I can stream in this format. Because on YouTube, I have not been able to use their annotation system, like at the end of videos, because of my resolution. It was too wide. They didn't support it. So now if I can stomach playing in windowed mode, I will have the ability to put cool annotation stuff at the end of my videos and make it look legit, like a real streamer. Because everyone seems to be taking this pretty seriously, so I'm trying to up my game, you know, one step at a time. And I think this is the next move, which is technically downgrading my graphics performance.
Confirmed. Area has been secured.
But it may actually, you know, fix some of the bugs we've been having, you know, like the graphics falling out. Because it has to render a little bit less. Like the widescreen, Oh, good. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, it's on a normal resolution now. It should actually, you know, be halfway decent. Instead of, some weird widescreen with bars shit. Yeah. Solid. That's good. That's actually really good to hear. I'm using a, I think, bilinear system to fix the... Because I'm technically still... I'm playing in 1080, and then it's scaling it back to 720, so that more people can watch it on Twitch. But when I stream on YouTube, I'll be streaming in 1080, because YouTube is nicer. They let you control the quality, but on Twitch they don't. So, I need to lower the quality so more people can watch it. Oh my god. Yeah, this is just like a secret test stream. You're witnessing technology being put to the test. Yeah, I mean, give it a go. But it should work on most everything. Most screens are like 16:9 now, unless it's like an ultra wide. But like 16:9 is like the standard for most stuff nowadays. Go. Whew. Coming in hot. Oh my god, she's actually lighting me up. Okay.
Area secure.
I'm actually super satisfied right now that it's looking the way it does for you. That's really good news. I had my concerns. I fiddled with a lot of settings I didn't really quite understand. I had a general idea of what they did. So I was like, yeah, this looks about right.
Any unauthorized personnel found in this
These look like the
neighborhood
numbers they
will be
want.
combated and will be dealt with
I
accordingly.
sure hope this doesn't explode.
Attention.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I've been doing a lot of science over here on my trying to get it to go.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated.
Alright, well,
System rebooted.
hey, and the thing is, I'm liking the way everything is running and looking. Honestly. It's actually pretty chill. I think I'm getting more out of this game graphically than I normally do. So I think maybe the initial purchase of the ultra-wide screen was probably dumb. But it was on sale and it did look cool to me. So I have my reasons. Oh my goodness, this is intense. There's gotta be somebody over here farming, right? This guy went down. Know where they're at? They are at the deck, probably. I'm gonna head over there. Probably a solo player too, taking it slow. I've got ideas. I have, Oi Poncho's been tossing me ideas on how to improve the YouTube channel and how to, like a programming schedule. And I have ideas for actual shows with the Division. Like, I've kind of been doing certain things along the way. I just haven't solidified the ideas yet. Like, those weekly rants on survival. I've been debating starting those or not. I don't know if anyone would like to sit and listen to me rant for an hour or two on any particular topic about the Division or gaming in general. but I had a you know, like I think I had a live audience of 6 people in there that seemed to be enjoying themselves during a nice long rant. So maybe there's something there for that. I mean, I could time them with, I'd easily time them with the state of the game addresses that the devs give. That would be plenty of fodder. Oh my god. Plenty of fodder for anything, really. They usually say something to piss me off. But then I could always, you know, talk about the things that I do like about what they do. You know, it doesn't always have to be negative. We can be hopeful. But oftentimes it is bleak. I just need to find a name and a theme. Something for that. Another thing I'll start doing is, instead of just the Dream Workshop, I'll do what I've been doing. I'll start the week with a Dream Workshop, play the week out, make changes along the way, and then at the end of the week, I'll do like a snapshot of the end build,
Area has been secured.
where it's like this mini Dream Workshop, where we just go over the build. We don't talk about the mechanics, the guts, the nuts, the bolts. We don't talk about any of that stuff. We only talk about what the build's made of. You know, like the guns I'm using, the mods. None of the mechanics. You know, I'll show them the skills, the talents, the abilities. But I won't tell them how that works, because that's what the Dream Workshop's for. Right? So if they want the full disclosure and how mechanically the build works with, you know, all the cover-to-cover moves and how the health on kill keeps you in the game and how you can change out your skills on the fly depending on who you're up against. Like, they have to be responsible enough to move and watch those. But if they just want a, you know, a quick... Because I know there's a need for people to just look back at a build real quick. You know, they don't want to just go through another 20-30 minute long dream workshop just to find the 2 seconds where I'm showing the part that they want. They just want the build, and I can do that. I can make that happen. I'll just have to make a new playlist of those. It'll be simple enough, easy enough. Oh, there they go. Way down there. I figure that's probably the next thing to be doing. The guy was hosting this morning-ish. I guess it was afternoon. Is Dirty Rob? He's on here almost every day. He plays on PlayStation. But he's been popping in and out on my channel here. And he's very enthusiastic about what we do with the flips and stuff. And he likes the builds and whatnot, and the tactics I use. They complement his PlayStation 4 tactics. So I think he's gonna have me start making Dirty Rob builds. So maybe I can collaborate with him a bit, help him out. And hopefully that'll help me out a little bit on Twitch. Sean, join me, Sean. I think it'd be cool to collaborate with someone who's on another... like, he's on console, I'm on PC. So it'd be nice to see if my builds cross over. But, I don't know, that's in the future. Maybe the near future, I don't know yet. Haven't quite figured it out. This Sean guy doesn't want to join me. But I figured collaborating with other streamers on here, streamers that I can respect. Like, there's certain ones that, I mean, you hear me complain occasionally about Duelist Kingdom. I mean, I get a lot of bounty caches off of them and stuff, but really, I'm not overly fond of the PvP players who keep camping out and relentlessly murdering the new players. Not fond of it. So,
You think the dog zone's a joke?
I need to just kind of look around on Twitch and see who's doing what. I don't know. It's also going to be tough trying to find people who see what I do and don't immediately want to murder me in my sleep. Because, a lot of the kick flipping and whatnot, I've noticed that certain communities and individuals consider it toxic. Amanda's even getting in on that. That is... wow. Interesting. On a side note, Skybass, there's on my friends list. I've noticed a lot of players, starting new characters because there's this trend toward leveling up to 29 and stopping. They want to roll back the clock on classified gear sets. It's interesting. Do I have anything good? I might be able to board. You're serious? About what? The ideas for collaborations, or the most of the stuff I've been talking about, pretty much. I mean, I think it would be good to work with other people and to organize a little bit.
Transmissions jammed.
And to have more accessible stuff other than the, more accessible stuff than the 3-4 hour streams.
Now entering the dog zone.
And the 30-minute long build videos. So, I think people... I've already been working on the highlights, right? Like, I got the Twitch highlight stuff, which is more like your anywhere from 3 to 15-minute long videos. 15 being on the long end of those. But, you know, I'm slowly working my way toward having enough, you know, shorter content that I think people will be able to, all sorts of people will be able to enjoy what I do here. Oh, there's Mustafa. Hey, cut that rope, Mustafa. I got you.
Warning. You've disavowed inhibition. This action will mark you as rogue.
Hey, cut it. No, 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 no. I'm not. Cut the rope. Cut the rope. Cut it. There you go, Mustafa. Hey. I got your back, my guy. You can have first dibs. You leave anything, I'll grab whatever. GG. I should have procced that blue initial. Ooh, he's gonna drop all that stuff. Uh-oh. Yeah, the 29 thing. It's actually catching on. Pretty fast. And it's concerning in a lot of ways. And I don't know how Massive is going to respond to it, to be honest with you. There's been moments in this game, over the lifespan of it. There was like a time where level 16 was the thing to do. I worry if
Confirmed.
we're
Rogue status no longer active.
already going to experience a splitting of the player base. Because this is what I was talking about when I was ranting on survival the other day. Was that
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
as we spread the player base over different servers, you know, either the PvE servers or, in this case, the level servers, right? Because they're going on the level 24 to 29 servers. on Global World 1 specifically. They're not even anywhere near Global World 5. So it's just another way to divide up everybody, and it's making me worry that we're not gonna have enough people in the dark zone at the late game, because people are choosing to stay at 29 because the diversity of builds is arguably way better. Like the balance even. Like if the balance in your game is so bad for build diversity that something like Striker is forcing players to choose between 3 builds, then you may have to consider swiftly rebalancing your game, or you're going to run the risk of having your whole player base split up, and that's exactly what's happening. Oh, jeez. And the thing is, Massive didn't have to split us up. We did it ourselves, right? We're gonna kill this game by choice. Willingly. Like, this is the exact way survival died. Is through,
Warning. Now entering a contaminated
dissemination
area.
of the player base over too many servers. It's too much. You end up, spreading us too thin. Oh shit. I need to get out of here. They're already over here. Okay. They're still fighting each other, at least over there. You're the Seeker. See a proc, blue proc. They're fighting. You know what? I'm gonna go up here. Go around them.
Now leaving the
It's like
contaminated area.
Here's what I would say. I'm witnessing my worst fears come to fruition, and it's not even the devs that are responsible. As usual, it's the player base initiating the bullshit, right? They're either asking for it, or they are willingly participating in it themselves. Right? They're so scared. They are so scared of Striker that they are unwilling to change their PvP ways to learn how to use DeadEye or Lone Star or hell, fuck, you got Hunter's Faith. There are other DPS models other than Strikers that you can build around. And they refuse. They absolutely refuse to build around them. Additionally, the reason they're moving into the 29 era of the division of the Dark Zone is they want that sense of competition again. Competing for gear, competing on a skill level. that makes sense. Because, unfortunately, the PvP game types are still non-competitive, which is like an oxymoron. Why would you make a 4v4 and an 8v8 PvP game type and make it non-competitive? It's so stupid. Hey, pretty baby, let me whisper in your ear. I think I made them nervous somehow. I don't understand. It's like there's 4 of them there. Oh well. Someone's farming up there. I'm headed back up north. I'm gonna get that rope while they continue doing whatever this is. Get rid of that. Put this on. Get rid of this. Tempted to try this guy. Try this guy out. Enter cover, reduce recoil by 25%. That's a stability buff. I use cover to cover pretty often. I use smart cover. Might be cool, make me feel more like a striker out there. It's very disappointing. Current state of things. Dirty Rob's making his level 29 because he wants to use his high ends and stuff. I miss the high ends too, but I feel like we didn't try hard enough yet in this meta. I feel like everyone settled on striker for no reason. Everybody just settled. Like, I don't think they understand the concept of front loading. Like, they get... they understand stacks. And they understand how strong the heal is and stuff on having those stacks as a striker. But what they don't seem to comprehend is that a DeadEye, the damage is all... it's consistent. You know, there is no scaling. You don't need stacks. You know, it doesn't get better as you hit them. Similar situation with Lone Star. I mean, they definitely have their quirks. Like the level 6 you headshot, you get extra crit damage up to 200. You know, it essentially doubles it on DeadEye. But you know, not many people are using that proc. And then, additionally, Lone Star Berserk, it ups your damage by 30%, but they also forget it ups your rate of fire by 30%. Berserk. It's actually much stronger than they give it credit for. It just, man, I can't... I feel like people didn't fight hard enough in this meta for things they believed in, because they believe in nothing. It's a lot of shallow gameplay. A lot of people just playing me versus the server stuff, and I get it. You versus the server, striker is probably the best option. But why is it you versus the server all day, every day? Why is that the thing you're doing, like, predominantly? There is no meaning in it. You are accomplishing nothing. The thing you should be doing is you should be going after ropes. You should be extracting stuff. You should be doing supply drops, contamination events. But there's all these power players that keep showing people these builds who have zero motivation to do anything that a normal player would do. None. So all the power players are stuck on these God of War fucking I'm a Spartan builds. Like if those power players had a place to go to measure their fucking dick hat imperial inches, it'd be the 4v4 the
Readings indicate this
8d8s.
area is safe.
We wouldn't have these issues in the dark zone. We just
It
wouldn't.
was your call not to buy.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. And I'm gonna yell at Massive. I'm gonna send him an email. I'm serious about that. They need to hear from somebody, you know, outside who actually plays in their game. And I think if I make like a PowerPoint or something, they'll watch it, or I don't know. I don't know what format I'm gonna send them. Like, I feel like if I make a long email, they're just gonna throw it away. If I, you know, I feel like I need to make a file. It needs to be a PowerPoint, and it needs to be, you know, it needs to play videos. Like, I'll link them videos and stuff. It'll be my stuff, it'll be their stuff, like the videos that sold me on the game, like the multiplayer. Like their first multiplayer video of the Dark Zone sold me immediately on this game. It's like the Montreal video or something like that. I can't remember the name of it.
Attention. Leaving dark
But
zone.
it was the first time they showed off the Dark Zone, and some dude named Ryan kickflipped his rogue team. It was sick as fuck. I was into it. Took advantage of a situation. I just, they're gonna be talking about Division 2 when they're not done with Division 1. Not by a long shot. Like the state of Division 1 right now is a tragedy. And I don't know, man. It's worrying. It's worrying that they think this is a good place to leave it at and to start a new game. They have the PvP adjustment coming up. I'll give them that. They have that coming up. Striker is on the docket.
Transmissions jammed.
Perhaps after
Proximity
that,
coverage only.
it will be
Backup
where it needs to be.
activated. System rebooted.
I think you and I have the same idea, Trader.
You are now entering a contaminated area.
Oh boy. Nobody has been joining me. I don't want to join your team.
Leaving contaminated area.
Oh jeez. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too pessimistic. Maybe I'm being a little too pessimistic, but the history of this game has not given me much hope.
Warning. Warning. An agent in your vicinity has gone rogue.
missed the rope.
Warning. Readings indicate this area is contaminated.
How could they miss the rope like that? Utter waste.
Now leaving the contaminated area.
Oh. The P guy is shooting me. Interesting. I was trying to help them and they still shot at me.
Exiting the contaminated area.
I don't know. I'm trying to assess the situation, I guess, is what it comes down to. Because the level 29 thing is relatively new, but it is moving startlingly fast as far as movements go. I didn't realize people were that desperate for a revised meta. And the thing is, I don't know if it's really a revision or a rebellion of what's new, or I'm suspicious that it may in fact be older players that are just like, you know what? I was good back in this time period. I want to play with the old stuff that I actually know how to play with. These were the good times for me. Like the high school days. Like, that would be gross. That would be really, I would not be thrilled if that was the motivation to move back into level 29.
Be advised.
But I could see it being that. I could easily see that being the way it is because of how selfish and garbage like the community has been as of late. And not in like the good kind of selfish ways, like the shitty kind of selfish ways. Like I'm all about being selfish and stuff, but like
Alert. Supply drops have expired.
talking like varying degrees of like, oh shit, I'm dead as fuck.
Reloading now. What the hell? Hostiles in the open.
I don't know. I have concerns. I have worries, concerns. I don't know what to make of what is in store for us, especially because the player base and what they regularly tell me they want. Damn that blind. That's pretty good.
Oh, hell!
Alright. By the way, are you seeing a lot more textures than I'm used to seeing? Like, I'm seeing a lot more stuff than usual. This actually looks really cool. Is this what people normally see? Maybe I should have been playing on this resolution a long time ago. It's a really pretty game. It's a lot more gruesome now that I can see everything. I feel like there's a lot of bodies and stuff that I wasn't loading.
Attention. Hazard levels normal.
I got stuff that'll save your
Shit,
life.
let me grab a cup of coffee real quick. We'll knock this out. I'm about done here. I don't really want to be on much longer. Yeah, maybe another 20 minutes. Here, be right back. Hold on a second, Sky. Finish it off with one more rant about another topic.
Don't waste my time. Hey, you go in without this, you're dead.
So we covered a few topics tonight, but I think the main focus of my discouragement and unease with the population splitting as a streamer. Now I'm going to have to make decisions, especially because I do build videos, right? I like pushing the meta. I like seeing where it can go.
Proximity coverage.
And it was unfortunate that we ended up in this
System rebooted.
situation where Stryker was
Now leaving the safe area.
dictating way too much of
Caution. Entering dark
what
zone.
people could and couldn't do, or what they felt like they could and couldn't do, right? And now they've taken that feeling and they've split up, or are attempting to split up the community, and I'm not thrilled with that? With their decision? Feel like there were better choices to be made? But because they have made this decision, perhaps I don't really have a choice in the matter now. I don't really get to make that choice anymore because they've made it for me. Damn, I definitely had to shoot that Nomad. Oh, they're both Nomad, never mind. So now, when I make those build videos, do I pseudo support them by giving them like nods by saying, "Hey, if you want to run this build on a 29, like say a level 29, run it on a 4-piece. Here's my suggestion for alternatives." Like, I feel like that is being supportive of their movement, and I don't necessarily want to condone it, you know? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. This guy's gonna get pincered. Get out the way, you schmuck. Oh, interesting.
Heads up, there's a manhunt detected in your area.
My head was probably poking out. So, I have to quickly decide if I want to support this level 29 movement or not. And, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, my hot take of this movement, I'm not about it. I feel like it's not what we should be doing. I feel like if we really want to defend this game and what it means to us, now we should take a stand and build to fight Striker, build to defeat Predmark and Nomad using other builds. I mean, that was my whole argument before, was like, why are we trying to fight responsive fights against these builds? It is a mistake. We should be sniping. Like, see, I killed him at 25 out. That's sufficient. That is outside the range that they are capable of fighting me at. That is a glitched taser turret. I can't even shoot it. But yeah, I don't... It's absolutely pointless to me why people are still under the influence of a mobility meta, a responsive meta, with assault rifles and SMGs, that clearly supports the domination of Stryker. Like, why do you insist on fighting Stryker in its dominant range? Stryker is based on landing hits. Predator is based on landing hits. Don't fight them at a range where they're consistently landing hits. It's that simple. Mechanically speaking, there is no reason to do anything else other than fight them at extreme range. As it's stupid to do otherwise. It is absolutely pointless to fight a Stryker or a Nomad at a responsive range. It just is stupid. Point blank dumb. Oh wow, he had a third proc even. I think that might have been his fourth. So I downed him earlier. Damn, that dude had it going. But the thing is, the meta in this game, especially the Dark Zone, in the 4v4, the 8v8s, for some reason, they refuse, absolutely refuse, to use cover, to snipe, to anything that impedes the ability to move and dodge and weave. It is a burden that no player will take up. But they made it so that you get benefits on cover, right? They made sure that you benefited. Still with the Nomad procs. So many Nomad procs. But again, I fought him within responsive range. I deserve that loss. But like,
I got stuff
that's the whole
save your
point.
life.
Like, if you're gonna fight these guys, if everybody's running a responsive build, make something that's prepared. Make something that... But they won't. They won't do it. They won't. They refuse. They call it troll, they call it cheesy, they call it what have you, but there's some weird mentality that has infested the Division's community. Again, and I'm calling it dignity and respect. They think that the Dark Zone and the Division in general, such a game that is based on the most shallow of cooperation to accomplish goals that only benefit you. Like, I can't... it kills me. I don't know how people don't stop to think about what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they go about doing it. I just for a moment. That's all it takes. And they would know by now what works, what doesn't. They wouldn't be hamstrung the way they are. There's one Nomad proc. And then he has to run. Look at him go. 'Cause they can't. They can't do it. They're all SMGs and assault rifles. They're all running houses right now. Look at them go. All I have to do is stay on my heels, move backwards.
Take the shot.
All I have to do, move backwards. So they're coming. They're trying to figure it out. They gotta figure out a way to get me. But the thing is, I'm winning already because I'm doing something that other people aren't doing. I'm running away. Oh shit, this guy is already up on me. I won't do it. I won't fight him. Not at this range. It's pointless, right? Why would I want to fight someone who clearly has an SMG or an assault rifle? Why would I stop and fight anybody like that at this range? That's foolish. And everyone gets upset. They're like, oh, I don't want to run away. I don't want to this. I don't want to that. Dude, use tactics. Use your tactics. Use your brain. You got one. I know you got one. I just slowed them down in a group of LMB. That should give them a little bit of pause. But you can see your threat indicator.
Huwag kang tumakbo kasi di tumigil ka, patay ka ngayon. Sige.
It's all about maneuvering, positioning, getting to where you have an advantage. 'Cause I don't have an advantage fighting 3 dudes. All right, now they're fighting somebody. Yeah, something going on. Still chasing me. I got 2 of them. One of them's Nomad for sure. So I need to keep moving, despite the fact I would love to turn around and shoot somebody. It would be great, but you don't get that choice. Not when you're solo. I just ignited this whole area. Here come the LMB. Players got to make a choice. And I'm still far enough away.
Warning. Now entering a contaminated area.
Here's a threat. High value target. I'm rolling back around. So they gotta come through this. And now I'm gonna draw the heavies with that turret to this door. Okay, good. I get out of this.
Now leaving the contaminated area.
I'm gonna win this fight yet. I know there's nomads involved. I know there's nothing else. I'll win this yet. I got 2 really good drops just
Proximity
then.
threat has been
Interesting.
eliminated. Scanning for additional hostiles.
They frown on cowardice. As a whole, the community. Running is considered unsportsmanlike. It is never the right choice. And I can hardly think of a time when running isn't one of the best choices, if not the best choice. Very rarely is there an option better than running, to me. It feels like again, I go back to Duelist Kingdom a lot, and I blame them for a lot of the issues we have here. But I mean, it's the need for competition in a shooter, right? I mean, that's essentially what it comes down to. It's
Moving out of proximity.
people see a shooter, they assume that the point of the game is to shoot, and they're not entirely wrong, right? You're supposed to shoot people at some point. But I think the misconception is that they don't realize that it is very strategic who and when you shoot, right? It's not all about... You don't win by killing somebody in this game. It's about when you kill them and how you kill them. What you get when you kill them. If you kill someone for no reason, pointlessly, you've accomplished nothing. If anything, you just make yourself look foolish. Oh wow, they ran right into a checkpoint and got wrecked. I didn't even get to set up over here and kill him. They did what dummies
I'm
do.
seeing indications of a manhunt in your vicinity.
That's rough. If you're on a manhunt, don't run in front of a checkpoint. It's a mistake. Dead. Dead, Jim. But, this is what people do now. They just get manhunt. They hunt manhunt. That is the end of the story. That's all they do.
Attention. Leaving dark
And that's
zone.
why they're all moving to 29, because they want to do that, except they want to collect gear. They want to have a reason to collect gear again, because they all have the classified gear. They're like, oh, the drop rates aren't good enough. The drop rates, they're not good enough. Well, why, if they're not good enough, then why are all these players
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage
looking
only.
to collect gear that isn't at the high end?
System rebooted.
Aí, deixa o Nômade meu bufar, porque tá sem bufar, cara.
Oh, there's someone upset over there. But, he's, you know... I guess let's just list the things that need to happen for Division 2. PvP needs to be fixed, as in it needs to be competitive. This next balance patch has to work. AKA Striker can't rule the world. And they need to rebalance the high ends convincingly enough so that people are willing to use them again in lieu of the 6-piece anythings, right? 'Cause that's all anyone wants to use right now is 6-piece everything. You have to convince people that it's okay to run a high end. Otherwise, there will be very little creativity within builds. It will just all be 6-piece classifieds, or, you know, just people just throwing hodgepodges together because they don't have a choice.
Confirmed. Cargo secured.
Just... What do I... I'm still not sure. Do I make build videos that support level 29s, or do I ignore it? I mean, Dirty Rob would definitely be excited about me having level 29 videos, and there is a significant movement in that direction. But I feel like even giving a nod to that movement is detrimental to the game. I'll mull it over. Does anyone have an opinion on the level 29 movement in the Dark Zone? Like, is it good? Is it bad? 'Cause I know you're here. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. I don't think anything that splits up the community is ever gonna be good in general. So, like, yeah. I just hope it's not reckless and irresponsible of me to acknowledge their activities. It's kind of like the same... Oh, shit. It's kind of like the same sentiment, like, if I see the Duelist Kingdom in the Dark Zone and they're fucking with a bunch of players, like, am I wrong to participate and kill them? You know, if my mission is to, like, purge the Dark Zone of those PvP players, am I supporting them, or am I trying to get rid of them when I go and kill them? You know what I mean? Like, am I not haphazardly actually encouraging their bad behavior? You know, the stuff that makes the PvE players, you know, so upset. Because it's just pointless PvP. I mean, I benefit in the end because I end up killing them a lot. I get those trophies.
Confirmed. Area has been secured.
But am I not? I don't know. It's a conflict. It's an inner monologue. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm trying to get rid of them, but then I'm participating. That's still acknowledging the pointless PvP and participating in it until I've purged them from the server. You know, making it as unpleasant an experience for them as I possibly can. Doesn't I don't know if it necessarily prevents them from doing it again in the future. Level 29. if I made a level 29 character just to shit on everyone in the level 29 zone. It's like, you guys are cowards. You guys are cowards for letting strikers scare you into this zone. Oh no. That would be terrible and funny at the same time. Like going directly to them, letting them know exactly what I think. I mean, well, you know, I should be somewhat pleased with them because they're taking the initiative to try and solve an issue themselves in-game for once. But I'm incredibly disappointed that they chose to solve it by running the fuck away from the problem and not addressing it in the slightest. They're like, I'm tired of Striker. Like, instead of fixing the meta at the top, they're like, I'm going to abandon it. I'm going to run away and hide, stick my head in the sand. It's like, you can't even defend your own game, my guy, from this scourge that is, you know, the trifecta right now. Come on, man, you gotta try harder than that. I was talking to a super demoralized Lone Star guy earlier. He was like super sad about his Lone Star build, but he was running a fucking pecan. And I'm like, I'll tell you why your build ain't working. I got a couple reasons just off the top of my head. I can tell you why your build ain't working right. Just by taking a glance at you. It ain't Striker's fault. It's like, fuck, dude. Fuck. Like, please. Please make the attempt. Well, because it's a basic build. That's the point of the build. It's supposed to be a Fisher-Price, my first build. It's straight up, I shoot thing, I kill thing better when I hit it. That's Predator's Mark, that's Striker. Super easy to understand. Super easy to pick up and play. And Striker even more so because it has sustain. You know, Predmark doesn't have the crazy sustain that Striker does. Like, it's supposed to be the basic build. It even has the stability built into it. The stability. And enemy armor damage for killing NPCs to make the PvE easier for new players. Like, look at this. This is a new player's build. But somehow, every top level PvP player has succumbed. They have given up. They will not. They resist no longer the temptations and the influence of Striker. And it's a hard knock life, my guy. It's unfortunate. Oh, there's the manhunt. Gimme. Pop up. Do less. Give me a shot. There's one. There's another. There's Striker, and that's the Nomad. Nomad may have another proc. We'll find out.
Oh shit.
Rogue agent down.
That's another one for me. Oh, he went behind it. I can't get it.
A rogue agent has
There
been
you go.
neutralized.
Easy. I got 2 out of those. Free. Free. That's what they call that. That's free. In a fighting game, that's free.
Eu vou ficar só ouvindo mesmo, vocês podem.
And the thing is, like, I don't want to shit on new players who pick up that build and do well with it, because I'm not shitting on those players. I'm shitting on the old players.
Alert, an agent has left your team.
You heard that? I wasn't sure if you heard that too. He said, "Oh shit," as I hit him in the back. That damage. He's like, "Oh." The moment he realized he fucked up. Hey. I'm just... Look, but hey, DeadEye's a shitty set, am I right? Useless. But they can't be looking at you. Prove it. Prove it, buddy. Take me away. I'll toss this turret out. I'm gonna make somebody miserable. This turret, this smart cover. Prove it, buddy. Yeah, and the thing is, that's always the accusation. Somebody's hacking because this damage came out of nowhere. It's because they're used to this striker ramp damage now. Like, if it's not striker and it's not the ramp damage, then it doesn't make sense. And now I refuse to believe that it exists. It's like, dude, Lone Star, DeadEye, all this front-loaded damage that existed long before your stupid fucking striker builds ever even wanted to do what they did.
Warning. You've disavowed a division. This action will mark you as rogue.
Seconds.
Oh, I should have parked the blue. I'm not gonna make it. You bastard, let me have this. Let me have this. Ah! I should have procced the blue. So sad right now. That's what you get for trying to cut a rope with a 4K stamina build. That's the other thing too, is no one knows how to fucking laugh off an L. All that dignity and respect. No, you know what? I think that purple, that elite, is hacking. This server's too populated. I'm quitting. Might go make a level 29.
Rogue status no longer active.
Can't find this.
Now entering a safe area.
I don't think I have much to worry about. I don't think that guy had much, to be honest with you. Yeah. I don't mind. It's just you and me here, Sky. We can... Or I could make a clip out of that and send that over to YouTube as a test footage. I think I will. I'll make that as my promotional video for tomorrow. That'll be my promotional clip. Come watch me play DeadEye for realsies on on Twitch. I'm sure we will both be disappointed at some point. Just make it real miserable. Oh my god. It's fine. It'll all work out. What time is it even? Oh, I fucking... There we go. It's 4:19. It's fine. can keep going for a little bit longer. I made it so that it's hiding my clock, my toolbar, so that in windowed mode I can still see the whole screen, because it was infuriating not being able to see at least the bottom of the screen. It's like, come on, man. Just let me see everything. I think it's working better. I think I'm getting like reflections and stuff that I wasn't getting before. I might be able to turn the graphics up. Who knows? This is an exciting time for me. We might actually have a more professional looking stream. I might be able to make my coffee cam. We might have enough bandwidth and shit now. Oh, it's a dream come true. As I don't really plan on ever putting my face on this thing. I did a forehead cam at one point, deep in the video archives. But, I don't really want to attach my face to the things I do in this game. So, but I could totally do a coffee cam. And or tea. I mean, it's mostly, you know, a mug. It's a mug cam. Because we're mugging people out here. It's appropriate that you see when I'm actually, you know, taking a sip, taking a moment. You can watch as it slowly decays. You know, the heat dissipates. Suddenly I'm left with a very bitter, cold cup of coffee that I chug. I don't toss that shit. I chug it. I know I've made a decision. I left it there long enough. I'm committed to the cause, though. No, I respect the coffee. I did it in injustice by letting it sit out long enough to be cool like that, you know. I'll take my punishment. I'm not against it. My God, they can't stop. They're dead already. I'm just gonna leave them. I'm gonna leave them up there. I'm gonna go hit a checkpoint. I want to find a rope and then call it a night. A pointless PvP. That or I could start shooting him in the back. Make a show of it right at the end. Make fun of their pointless PvP by running off a level 1 that I shot somebody in the back for. I think that might be a move to make. Haven't been seeing any pred bleeds, so I'm not really inclined to switch my taser out for an immunizer. I could switch for the first aid, the power-up that is the booster shot, but there's no real need there either. Hell, the lights even look a little bit better. The shadows? Hey, at least when they load in, I still see I'm still struggling to load in some stuff quickly enough, but that is nice. Hey. I see you, game. Sorry that my shadow looks like butts, but you know what? That's fine. Yeah, the raven even looks like a raven now instead of... Or I guess it's a crow. I don't think they have ravens in New York.
Attention. Exiting dark zone.
Gotta go a little bit further north if you want ravens. Let's shoot someone in the butt. Oh. Oh, what's this? Oh, never mind. Then we'll call it a night. Well, I appreciate you giving me the quality report and all that, Sky Bass. It's imperative that we maintain a certain level of professionalism and quality over here. So somehow impressed another streamer. I don't know how. And I do want to continue making the ridiculous people that I've attracted happy. You're all monsters, by the way. I don't know. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that it looks better. But I don't know, you guys, I don't know how you found the channel and all that, but there's like 100 of you, and you're all stuck around, and you see me do a lot of terrible things to a lot of people. And I don't know what that says about you or about me, but I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody involved. It's kind of nice. So I'm gonna keep doing what I do, I guess, is what I'm saying. Oh, there's that blue proc. I'm out of here. Fuck that shit. Wait for him to come up. Pop up. Do less. Oh, there's a T proc for the yellow.
Watch out.
Look at that. Oh, they're going in. Oh, they're going in hard. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna move up on him. Yeah, I'm just happy that we have enough of us out here that there's enough people who enjoy the subtleties of this game that I'm trying to bring out. Hopefully we can get some more people, and I think the small changes that we've made so far will go a long way. But I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can to make it possible. 'Cause I really do enjoy the fact that there are so many people who do enjoy what I do. As redundant as that sounds. I didn't, because the thing is, like, I watch a whole bunch of other streams and stuff, and they don't, hardly anybody does the kind of nonsense that I do over here. So it makes me think that the popular thing is, like, Duelist Kingdom. You know what I mean? Like, the man versus server stuff. Which I admit is exciting. It's exciting to watch people PvP like that. But seeing as I've played the game, like, I know when they're just beating up on new people. And it's like, I don't... they're simultaneously making themselves look good and pissing off, like, part of the community that we really need to be trying to integrate. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what I remember. Hey, graphics. There it goes. At least when they do load in, they look better. I think what I'll do is I'll clear my cache, because I think that's half the problem here. Is that the graphics cache is filled with all of the other assets for the wider resolution. That'll fix that. Maybe this will save me a lot of trouble in the near future. Yeah, they're turning it in.
Incoming supply drops detected.
There he goes. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. It's already gone.
Warning.
And we'll let
You
him
are now
have this
entering
one.
a contaminated area.
GG's.
Exiting the contaminated area.
I don't know. I just hope that if we do end up picking up steam, that the group that we've accumulated, the community that we've gathered, I hope we're not considered toxic. I hate that terminology, and I don't think that's what we're doing here. But I do understand the fact that people get mad at me when I flip them, and they're legitimate feelings, and it's okay to feel them. But I really don't want that to be reflective of like the people who watch. I don't know. I have weird concerns. I think about a lot of these things. I don't know if I should be or shouldn't be worried about them. I don't know. I want to portray the betrayal of people and their trust in the best light I possibly can to make us look legitimate. Because we're legit as fuck. This is a thing that new players would benefit from. You know, getting their new gear. How do you make taking someone's emotions and stepping all over them look good and not look like a jerk? How does that happen? Do that. That's gonna be the goal for the next, like, for the foreseeable future. Maybe I should stop with the thoughts and prayers. Maybe slow down on that. Maybe go back to the king and the back to checkpoints. Maybe a little too much Halo. I don't know. I just don't know. Gotta do the community proud, though. Guess the first things first. I need to message Massive. Send him. I'm gonna send him one of my Dark Knight footages. I think I have a good clip of DZ6 extraction, where I pull a full Dark Knight where I kickflip 3 people at the same time. So I think I'm gonna send them that and a long essay with it about how I'm feeling right now. And then maybe say, I won't necessarily talk about the level 29 thing. Maybe I have to, because I was worried about the PvE thing happening, but we're already having the PvP players evacuate. They're going to their own server on their own volition. So maybe I need to address that first. Who knows? It's time to make moves, Sky. It's time to make moves. That's what this is. That's what it's about. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll figure out how to make mods too later, because I think you're around as often as you are. I think you probably should be a moderator,
Transmissions jammed.
especially if we start attracting a bunch of jerks.
Backup activated. System rebooted.
It might be a good idea to have a moderator or two. Oh, they moved to the D3 format? 3's moving in? Or are they...
Dalawa lang tayo.
Warning. Nearby supply drop. Nearby drop site secured by another agent. Alert. Supply drops will expire in 30 seconds.
I'm seeing indications of a manhunt in your vicinity.
Oh, that's stuck in a menu.
Supply drops have expired.
That's okay. I'll get one more clip. I'm gonna kill these manhunts and then call it
What
a
are you
night.
waiting for?
I think that's the move to make. Oh, they're gonna run? No way. They're not level 5 yet. I don't think they're gonna run. I think they're just repositioning.
Rogue agent is down.
Interesting. So one's running to the point, and the other is not. They just want to turn it in. We got half of them already. This other guy's got such a lead on me already. He's like 120 out. That's why he keeps popping in and out of my mini-map. So if he really wants to, he could turn it in. No problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get between them and the point. Yeah, they're moving up on it right now. It's unlikely I'm going to stop
Scans
them.
indicate this area is contaminated.
I can't get close enough. They're already on it. Nothing to do about it. Too low of a level, it goes too quick. They were desperate to complete that one. Good on them, though. They made the right call. They had too
Now
much
leaving the
going on.
contaminated area.
Too many players.
Stuff that'll save your life.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
I change here? Hostile percent. I don't really need any of these heal things. Suppress, not really. Really use grenades, low health, blind fire
Yun ba
accuracy.
yung Romeo na tinutukoy
None
niya?
of this stuff. Nothing in particular.
Yung nasa ano? Sa world chat.
I think we're good. That dude's mic is struggling. No, don't hurt him. He's just a boy.
Hey people!
The boy, don't hurt him.
Big Dad's left, man. He went to sleep.
I don't speak English. You speak Spanish?
You're already speaking English.
Speak Spanish? Yes, girl.
I know, sir.
Yes, girl.
Estoy corriendo. I'm gonna shoot him in the back. Run it off. Like a coward. Like a thief in the night. Get far enough away. Oh, never mind. They are already on that bullshit. Check that out. Should I get up high? Yeah. Check it out. Hey, smart cover. Got the smarts. Uh-oh. Nope. Don't do it, I'm nice. Oh, he's right behind me. Hey. Why'd they... This did the loop-de-loop. Now I got the defensive position. Hey, I'm right behind all my homies. Good luck killing me, buddy. I guess I'll go back under where they're at. Oh, why is he down already? Pick him up. Be a bud. No. Ooh. Help you guys out. Oh, there's one down.
A rogue agent has been neutralized.
I did not. Oh, another one. And another one. Another one bites the dust. Peepo. Running north. No, Peepo, don't go. I just want to get you. With the picture. Come back, my guy. Peepo, I gotta meet you. This way or not that way?
Rogue agent neutralized.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Another one up here. What is this? Why does everyone keep going road mindlessly. Senselessly. Oh, it was a manhunt. I gotta go warp and kill him. Call it a night. If I miss this next one, it's still gonna be the end. I think it's time.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
It's time we call it quits. Where are they at? What, DZ1? Dueling down in Duelist Kingdom. I'll warp down. They really need to move. I don't think that's a wise choice to stay around there. They are sticking it out though. Look at him go. He is bound and determined to stick it out. He is not going in that tunnel.
Keep your head on a swivel. I've detected a
ready to
manhunt in
fight.
your vicinity.
Transmission jammed.
Come out and just pop his head off.
Only. Backup activated.
Fucking-
System rebooted.
Caution.
Oh, you know it's a
Entering dark
striker,
zone.
of course. That is why. Easy goner. Here's the green proc. It's over now. He gets popped once, it's over. There it is. Easy enough. What is this guy doing? He on his menu? Ordering something? Uh-oh. Oh, come on. I just want to log off. I popped the blue because I wanted to melee him. I wanted to beat everybody else to the punch. But then I realized that I was not going to be able to do that. So yes, it was indeed a wasted blue. It wasn't as though he was going to take a shot on me. He had plenty of other targets. The blue was more for the mobility adjustment. Observe these 4 rogues as they kill schmucks. And I will await their manhunt status. And then I will pick them off one at a time. And fill my bag space with bounty.
Vem sem choro, não deu pra pegar no seu kit médico não, pô.
I don't know if they're gonna do it though. They're struggling. These guys have been struggling all night. They've been having a bad time. There's another streamer on here. He's running that striker stuff. That XT whatever guy likes the man versus server. Real tough cookie. I don't think he's gonna get too far tonight while I'm on, but you know, he made a best attempt. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. They're trapped in the corner. Look at this nonsense. This is a poor choice. This is not strong planning. I would say that whoever is directing them, the lead design guy, I would be upset with their performance right now. There's down one more guy. Be worth something. Be somebody. This one schmuck, like this guy. Get Glendell or whatever this guy is. No, don't, no! Oh, it's all falling, turning into shit. There we go. I pushed up, here we go. Somebody's gotta die. Ooh, that's a tack link. Ooh, I believe. I believe. Down him. Get Revis. Get him. Get Revis. He can't even turn the corner. He's fucking it up.
Seeing indications
There
of
you
a
go.
mad content in your
Oh, I'm so proud of you boys. That D3 is bold. Oh, that's a blue proc. That is a lagged out nomad too. Dead as fuck. That is not the time to lag out, my guy. That was unfortunate. There, did my part.
Rogue agent down.
Success. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta wait. You don't want to kill anybody until it matters. Everybody sucks at this anyways. Everybody's making all these like level 29 builds. They're all headed... all the PvP centric players anyways. They're all vacating the server.
Attention. Leaving dark zone.
Nothing to it. More stuff. Not opposed. I think we did a good job. Decisive headshots of the sidearm. Man, that was my shit. Back when it mattered. Crit chance, pistol damage, enemy armor damage, and it has health. What would you run that on now? Because that is probably a roll worth keeping.
Don't waste
That is worth running. Robust. Armor increased on cover. There's another one for level 26 players. And that's probably a viable roll even too. Might just reroll the enemy armor damage. Oops.
This stuff ain't street legal, but it'll save your ass.
Take the DeadEYE off and go fight. Don't be a puss. But it's the dark zone. Why would I do that? Here, you want me to put on Lone Star? That make you feel better? Here, I'll save this. Here. Here's Lone Star. Is this what you want me to run? I run it the same way. I use smart cover, cover to cover. I scope him down, I burn him alive. I mean, it's the same deal as DeadEYE. It's nothing... Just because I use a different mechanic than you do. What, you want me to stand out there and bang? Why would I do that? I can burn him alive from cover. Oh, hold on. I found a lightweight. Hold on, let me get rid of that real quick. It's gross. Lightweight M4s. Keep them out of my inventory.
Transmissions jammed. Proximity
Get
coverage
that
only.
gross shit out of my
Backup
inventory.
activated. System rebooted.
We don't do lightweight M4s around here, my guy. What's wrong with the... What is wrong with Lone Star? Why you even have a problem with it? You know what? I actually do have a problem with the way I have my Big Owl set up right now with the expanded mag. I actually don't want expanded mags on these things. That is a complaint worth making. But I don't think you even... I don't think that's a complaint that you were gonna lodge against me. No. I think you had something else to say. What up, Shazbot? Need an invite? What is wrong with Lone Star? Be specific. Let me know. I want to hear from you. What, is it not Striker, Nomad, or Predator's Mark? It's got to be one of those three, or else it's not worth using. You want me to try hard? Get that sweat pouring off my forehead?
DeadEYE agent has gone rogue.
Hey. Hey, it looks like I will. What the hell? I'll get in the fight. You want me to take damage? You want me to... I'll do a combo move, even. Here, I'll show you real quick. Have you ever used Tactical Advance? Have you ever used it on a Lone Star and combined it with Booster Shot? It's actually pretty interesting, the results you can get out of it. Striker and Gold. Well, that's unfortunate, because I deleted all of my Striker gear. All of it's deleted now. It's all gone. So, I guess he can't respect me for that. And all of the high ends, I've only recently started collecting high ends again, because I'm gonna have to address the level 26s. Because that's a thing now, apparently. People are doing the whole level 26 build again. Or no, 29, my bad. Hold on, I need a few more schmucks to die. Why aren't you dead yet? Get manhunt, be somebody. Oh, they're pushing in? Oh, I'm just gonna hip fire. Live that carefree lifestyle. Here we go. Here comes... Oh! Living the carefree lifestyle. Living that carefree lifestyle. Now I'm the cover. Here it is. Cover shooter damage. I'll show you this life. This life I live. Oh, you won't have a shield for very long, my guy. There it goes. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's switching over to level 29. They want those high ends. They're sick of Striker, Nomad, and Predator's Mark. But they didn't even put up a fight to resist those builds. That's the only thing that pisses me off. Like, why didn't they try Lone Star, DeadEYE, Hunter's Faith? Like, why didn't they try to be somebody before they gave up and turned tail? As it turns out, there's actually a lot of other builds that are viable if you give them an opportunity. I don't think it's specifically Pred. I think they're sick of Striker. They say Pred. They say Pred. But do you know why people are running Predator's Mark? I'll tell you why. It's a rhetorical question. It's because Predator out-damages Striker. And do you know why people run Nomad? Oh, that's also rhetorical, and I'll give you the answer to that one. It's because they out-sustain Striker. And both of those builds do it within the responsive range that Striker dominates. So, that's the rock, paper, scissors going on in the dark zone. And it's simplistic. It's so simplistic that it's almost stupid. And people refuse to build outside of that responsive range, to build something other than the deadly responsive and probably vigorous or what have you. You say that, but the reason why Strikers players are complaining about Predators, Mark, is because of the influence Strikers has on the game on the whole, in PvE and PvP. You say that, but think as to why you only see Predator, why you only see Nomad. Those are direct responses to Striker. Striker is, and has been, the dominant build since the Classified came out. And the thing is, Sky, you are an anomaly. Yeah. That's what I was about to say. Ain't nobody running those builds. I'll tell you what, you'd be lucky to find anything. I would wager anywhere from like 80 to 90% of players in the Dark Zone are running any one of those 3 builds that I listed. And then the other 10% are players that are willing or have not gotten a hold of the other 3 builds. It's unfortunate. It's just the way it goes. You have a dominant build. So when you have a build that is that domineering, the only other builds that you're going to see are ones that stand a chance against it. Hence Predator and Nomad. Can't be helped. But alas, Predator is overpowered. Everyone, we need to nerf Predator. Make it so it doesn't stack with shotguns. Make it so it doesn't blah, 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 blah. Give me a break. You can take your skill build Striker. Take it back with you. Take it out of the DZ. I like how everyone thinks that Striker is the skill build, even though Striker has 30% to your stability built in. But Striker's the skill build. Ooh. How easy to aim is it with that 30% to your stability? Is that why you're running the lightweight M4 with it? So that it's a dart? So that you can essentially snipe with it? Oh, I bet you feel so skilled right now. I'm so skilled. Look at me with my 30%. There it is. Put 10 bullets into someone and the bleed does the rest of the work. You mean the bleed you can cleanse with any one of 5 different ways? And additionally, are you talking about the 10 bullets that they have to proc the bleed, or the 12 bullets that you have to land to make your Striker max out? Which one's worse? I can't really tell. It's almost as if they're exactly the same build, except Striker has sustain on it because it heals. And perhaps you're running Striker because you don't die as Striker because of the sustain on it. Whereas if you run Predator's Mark, you probably die. You're too used to the training wheels that Striker has given you that you struggle. Oh, the extra lives. You know, it's a lot like the sustain that you have on Striker, almost. They just have a little bit more, though, because of the revive. But otherwise, they would be exactly the same as you. So they out-sustain you, you're telling me. But they don't have any of the damage buffs that you do. Because they literally don't have any damage buff. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. So Nomad out-sustains you, And Predator out damages you. Oh. But Striker's the skill build. I'm so skilled with my Striker. 30% base stability. Oh no, they hit me with an EMP and or turret. Turrets are stupid. You're a noob if you use turrets. Why? Because they work on Striker? I bet. It seems like anything that works against Striker is suddenly bad.
Commencing cargo retrieval.
Or a noob thing to do. Isn't that weird? Oh, there's Dibbles. No. Man, you guys are really defensive of your, with no gun skill. I'm using Lone Star, my guy. All it is firepower. Tell me about it. And I don't even get the stability boost that you do. And I have to rein in Berserk? Ooh, tell me a better story. I need one before I go to bed. Tell me a good nighttime story. Tell me another one about how Striker's a skill build. Tell me about how it's not a Fisher-Price baby's first build. Please. Tell me how it takes skill to aim something that has 30% base stability in it. Please. I'd love to hear it. It's so hard to aim my lightweight M4. It just jerks around so much. Help! Ah, I'm upset. I'm upset because let me read that to you. Don't get me started on turrets. If you need a turret because you can't hit a moving target, then you need your target to stand still. Here's the deal. That may have been the case at some point, but now crowd control is more about mitigating damage. Because if you didn't notice, Striker builds stacks over time. So now crowd control, mechanically speaking, stops them in their tracks. Keeps them from building those stacks. So say an EMP, a taser, fire, all those things, really effective against Striker. And since Striker, most players run the immunizer, but they pop it for that 33% heal to keep their vicious up for a little bit longer. Man, you can just tase them all day, and then they come into your chat and cry about how they got tased, and they tell you about how bad taser turrets are. It's unfortunate, but a side effect of people being on Striker for way too long and forgetting about the rest of the game and how to play it. Don't worry, once they nerf Striker, you really won't have a choice. You'll have to learn how to play the game again. That or just wait for Division 2. Don't worry, my guy, you'll be alright. Don't you worry. They're thinking of you. Once your Striker has been struck down by the devs, you'll be fine. Don't worry. Don't worry so much. Ooh, you know what I want to try? Oh, I already got it. No, I don't want on the move. I want to try that stability buff. I I want to feel like I'm using Striker. Let me put on my training wheels. Oh, not that guy. I want this one. Steady hands. Enter cover. 'Cause I use a lot of cover to cover. Alpha most certainly. Sentry shotguns? No, because I innovated that. I was doing that long before it even became popular. But you can thank me for that one. The thing with Alpha, it's tough. The Alpha Bridge came out at a really weird time. They were trying to get rid of those bruiser builds, which Sentry's Call was one of them. Was a bruiser build, and they had decided to overdo it. They got rid of armor and health at the same time. But when they got rid of those things, they're like, yeah, no more bruiser builds. By the way, here's Alpha Bridge, a bruiser build. So then suddenly the DZ became nothing but Alpha Bridge everywhere. The only build you could run was Alpha Bridge, conceivably. If you ran anything else, you were a 5%er or less, and you were inevitably going to take many L's. And we did for a long time. Because I wouldn't run Alpha Bridge because I already knew it was absurdly overpowered. So it's not about it's about imbalances and how they impact the game and build diversity. Because the thing is, you may be okay with Alpha Bridge or Striker ruling the entire game, but I'm pretty sure not everybody wants to run only one of 14 builds. The thing is, those shouldn't be the only builds anyways. We have Ions out the wazoo. We've got exotics. We've got all this other great stuff that gets invalidated all at the same time. And all because you think it's okay that Striker can be the end-all be-all build. And it's unfortunate. A coward? Admittedly, yes. I would not deny my cowardice. Oh no. My pride, my dignity, my respect, you are wounding me.
No pigs left alive, baby.
Let me tell you. I have no reason to go rogue at the moment. Just because you haven't seen me go rogue doesn't mean I don't. On a sniper build, sure. Yeah, I played on my build. It's true. I had 8K firearms and I had 4K on the stamina and skill power, so it would be unwise for me to just face tank people. I mean, admittedly. Oh, don't worry about it, my guy. You'll feel better in the morning.
There's more than two.
You walk it off, just like the rest do. Let me know when you're done using that Striker build, though. I got builds for you.
Oh, he's on the right here with blue.
Well, damn.
We killed our blue.
I hope they get some good rest. They seemed somewhat agitated and perturbed.
Warning.
Oh,
Major
crumb.
of your team is down. Requires assistance.
This is rough. They already procced blue though, I think. That is a predator, and I have no medkits. Unfortunate. Started the fight way away from me though.
An agent
That's
on your team
unfortunate
requires
too.
aid immediately.
I'll hang on to the rogue status so they can come and get it.
Yeah, there's more than 2, bro. There's like 4 Preds, and then the rest of them are like nomads.
Yeah, I need to change out for an immunizer. He's feeling better in the morning. I hope I didn't give him too much of the business. How did you feel about that, Sky? Was that a little much? I think I was polite about it. I think I got my point across. Not being too much of a jerk. Yeah. I definitely gave him shit though. He was bringing that respect game. Like, you can't talk about Striker and talk about how you only respect strikers. That's inappropriate. This isn't the right place for that. you walked into the wrong station, buddy.
Supply drops detected. Uploading coordinates.
I'm really gonna have a hard time getting wide appeal.
Let me know when you're done
Rogue
farming.
status no longer active.
But there's a lot of people who love that build. There's nothing wrong with that build, so long as you acknowledge that it is a basic build. But most people think it is a skill build, a high-end build. And they treat it as such. They put it on a pedestal. And it's like, dude, come on. Come on. They're like gold-plated training wheels, man. Like, I can't even imagine. It's just silly. Oh, I'm gonna switch over to that DeadEYE. Oh, I guess I don't have time for
A
that.
member of your team has disavowed division
Oops.
affiliation. Your team will be marked rogue.
One ran out. I'm gonna have to go out there too. Crumb.
Update. Supply drops.
I have no medkits here. Oh, we're backing up. And I believe in it. I'm okay with that. I am a fired support. bleed. Ah, hurts. Try and reduce damage is what I'm trying to do. Stay on this cover. There it goes. Another one.
Attention, proximate supply drop is currently being claimed.
Pushing out.
Nearby supply drop claimed by member agent.
Defense OP.
Go to the indicator.
Chazbot.
Agent on your team is down. Requires assistance.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
I'm here for you, my guy.
Appreciate it. Bring on the Preds. Doesn't anymore.
A shame that guy left right when I started killing everybody. Makes me look kind of schmucky. Oh well, can't be helped. Oh, the bleeds.
Thank you.
I dropped a blue somehow. When did that happen?
Who saw that? Tell me somebody saw that.
Yeah, you melee him with your shield,
Supply
bro.
drops will expire. Contamination level rises.
Oh, you want to go turn this thing in or no?
Yeah, let's turn this shit in. We don't want the Preds to bleed us to death. Let's go.
I need to stay in the middle of the pack because I'm a weaker build.
Your Lone Star P2?
That is correct.
It's a beautiful sound.
Yeah, that difference
Yeah,
between
what was
and
it
brrrt.
Supply drops have been terminated.
Yeah, Showstopper is fantastic. I also highly recommend. Oh boy, what is going on back here?
10, you're lagging behind.
Contamination level critical below strength.
Go on. I'm just buying you time. You guys. Let's go. You don't want to fight when they're stacked up for my shield.
Other shotguns that I would recommend, because they changed the damage. Give that fucking popper the 5-rounder. My God, you can do so much damage.
This area is contaminated.
ammo. Cover to cover. Keep them suppressed. Switch some guns. Yeah, besides Showstopper, I think it's the 5-shot shotgun. It's comparable to the Cassidy. It actually does more damage per shot than the Cassidy. It just shoots slower. But if you combine it with this, with my strategies, you should be able to put your damage output so high that it shouldn't matter. You should be able to just essentially one-hit people.
Thank you. This is actually my main build.
I'm fucking bleeding, bro. It's crazy that fucking bleed, man. Was that a nade or was that some head?
Delindle straight in front of us, trying to bleed someone. Oh, he's
No, he's
striker.
striker now.
Put on striker.
Contamination level lowering below street level.
Escape route denied. Escape route denied, my bro.
Yeah, another great side effect of putting on defense. Half the Preds switch to striker to try to break my shield. Usually it never
They're
works
waiting
though.
with the man on go.
We need an ult for that.
I got my
Oh,
blue
yeah,
ready.
Green. Alright.
Oh, just here. Send
Full
Thor.
floor, man.
Warning. An agent on your team requires aid immediately.
Lady kid.
Oh, fuck.
Bleeding again.
I'm down.
All these bleeds.
Alert. Friendly division agent is down.
All these damn bleeds, man. I'll keep it alive
An
for
agent on
us.
your team requires
Keep it
aid
alive.
immediately.
They
Yeah,
take
I
a
think
east
Pugs and
checkpoint.
Willy are Pred.
Putting me at the safe room.
Hey, I'm going east. I'm gonna go north. If you can make it to a checkpoint and then warp, that'd be best. I don't have too many options. I can't really head west at all, so you gotta come east.
Network.
Make a right and fast travel into that checkpoint.
Copy. I'm with DZPD, okay? I gotta use radio calls, okay? Plus, they made me start this fight without any goddamn medkits. You schmucks. I can't believe them. Here's one.
Coming this way, turn around.
We can keep heading north and we can hit you guys at the other checkpoint. What you guys got planned? We're getting trapped in this corner up here is what's happening.
I'm coming up from your south.
Yeah, so are they though. There's gonna be an intercept right in front of me. Got dibbles at least. Stay alive long enough. I got a med kit, I got an immunizer, smart cover. Alright. Dibs. Alright, I guess we can choke them and then get sick through the pack.
There's a
I'm
lot.
here where the NPCs are.
There's a lot, dude.
This is unpleasant in many ways.
Make a right in the alleyway. Come towards the alley.
We don't have a choice. We already passed it.
Probably gonna sync up on the wrong side of you guys, or not sure. Yeah, I did.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh boy.
Fuck. Here we go. Done. Fuck. Okay. Oh, nice.
I'm coming in hot. Ugh.
Proximity threat has been eliminated. Additional hostiles.
Those other kids are still camping at goal.
We can switch to a blue. We can do a blue-green proc into him. Maybe clear him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, R10 switch to a blue.
I'm helping, Sky. I'm helping. I might ditch group and turn it in on my lonesome. It's faster that way. You know?
Yeah, let's go down here. How hits? I got 4.
Hey, Dibs wants it down. Let's go. I'll switch my grenade out too while I'm here. Fire granada.
Yep. Another kit over here.
You're fine.
They're coming right now. They're right above us.
Yeah, but we can drag them through the tunnel.
Maybe they'll follow us in here.
Yeah, let them come to us.
If that's not a great spot, we can pull them in further.
Yeah, let's pull down. Men down, guys. Let's go. On me.
See, me and Dibs are on the same wavelength. Feeling good. Me and we're both support roles. I'm fire support. He's the tank. You know, feels good. Feels good. And we're gonna pop up underneath
Kit. Y'all need it.
the
You're fine.
other players. We're popping up underneath right where we need to be.
Scanning for additional
I got the immunizer ready because I know we gotta immunize. Ah, there it is. Beautiful. They're behind us for sure.
You made it behind the pit.
Good job, bro. You're the kid that likes the emote, right? Good job.
Dibs is in on them. behind me by the looks of it, but we're good.
Good job, man.
It's covering.
Let's go, turn it in.
I take the tasers out. You wanna go there? Man, it's right above us. It's the only time I couldn't really talk. I couldn't activate my voice command. They really should have come out the other side and killed him at the spawn at that checkpoint, and then turn around and turn it in. That would have been the move. I'm gonna save my smart cover. I can. Hope is to save it.
Bro,
Damn.
You had a green and waited
I
forever
pressed
to
it.
use it.
Sorry, man.
They're blue procking on us. We're getting pinned again. Pincered. Pincer strike. Ah, we're dead as hell. It's because they ran the wrong hole.
Moving out of proximity. Contamination levels lowering to acceptable levels.
See, they took the long hole and they ended up getting pincered. They should have took the spawn hole. But it was a bad call. We followed dibs to our deaths. I see why I get to kill DZPD so often.
I'm putting on pred.
Confirmed. Road
Oh
status
no.
no longer active.
Oh no, he's putting on pred. Here it comes. He's got it on his other character. Here it comes. Or no, maybe the other guy just left. He was like, oh, I had to do all that work and I didn't get anything at the end. Yeah. Ooh, green. Oh, here it goes.
Alert. Member of your team disavowed inefficient. Team now on the road.
They're gonna run up on us right here. This is kind of a bad spot. I do say so myself.
Warning. Agent on your team is down. Requires assistance.
Yeah, too many people, too many preds in the server. Fuck this.
Is that the excuse? Is that what we're running with? I'll believe it if he will.
Alert. An agent is now leaving your team.
Sky, did you see that shit? Did you hear him and then see him leave? There's too many preds on this server, dude.
I'm gonna call it night too, buddy.
Hey, I'll see you later, Romeo. That easy. Well, I need to make a pred build. Like assault rifles, so I can pred from far away.
Warning. You are now entering a contaminated
If it's that
area.
easy to piss people off, damn, dude. I will gladly live that lifestyle. Not a problem.
Leaving contaminated area.
Didn't know it was that easy. A pred bleed here or there. It's. Oh, he's on Rainbow Siege now. That's the tragedy. See, he's a PvP player, and he's playing a game that has no competitive PvP, so he's starved. He's starving for competition, and he can't find it. So he comes to the dark zone, and he causes a commotion, and then when it doesn't work out, he cries, and then he leaves. Such is life.
Confirmed.
Right?
Rogue status no longer active.
Can't be helped. I think I'm gonna leave on that note, Sky. It's like 5 in the morning. I call it quits. I got some footage to send. I will hopefully have end annotations now. We'll test it. I'm gonna send something to YouTube tomorrow morning, and then I will try it. And if it updates and it lets me do the end annotation properly, you'll get to finally see something where there's like links at the end of the video proper, like they've always supposed to have been. So, no, that's exciting for so far as like the editing side of things. So I can at least do that for like my highlights. I'll have to fix everything for when I'm streaming on YouTube, but I'm not going to be on YouTube for a little bit anyways because of the damn strike we're having. YouTubers union and whatnot. So I'll just make a small promotional video. Probably the one of my death earlier. I liked that one. It'll be short and sweet. Send people over here. I really appreciate you hanging out, Sky. It was a good evening. Got some stuff done. Tested out a lot of things. Pissed off a potential new follower. Probably not following me at the moment, but that's okay. Maybe they'll come back for another discussion on their shitty opinions. Oh well. I guess I'll end it like I always do. Just get it on out of here, right? I'll do the snapshot, or whatever the fuck I'm gonna call it. I haven't really come up with a clever name yet. But I'll do the snapshot of the DeadEYE tomorrow. I think that's what I decided to do. Yeah, because I've been playing it all week, and I don't think I'm gonna change it much outside of what it is now. I think this is the final form, as far as I'm concerned. I like Devil's Heal. I don't think I really want to get more damage out of like a, like a bolt rifle. It's not really what the 6-piece is about. I may keep running it though and switch out some pieces, because that 5-piece bonus is, I mean the 6-piece rather, is not great. You don't proc it too often, but the 5-piece is good. So maybe just run a 5-piece DeadEYE and maybe Reckless chest piece, or because it uses cover, maybe I just picked up a chest piece that was viable. Not forceful, but robust. This guy. Health, enemy armor damage, ammo capacity. So I would run this guy, right? And potentially I would just have to roll my stats around a bit. Because my vest would suddenly be my stamina roll. And it would still trigger Predatory, I think, because it only drops like 100 something. Or no, not Predatory. Sustained. Sustained needs 3,000. Let's look at it. You need 3,800. Yeah, so even if I drop 160, I guess it's 140. He'll drop 140. I'd still be within range of this guy. It'd be fine. And I think that's where we're gonna end it. We'll do the snapshot. Then I'll probably run Lone Star and DeadEye for another week. Because these are the options you have against Striker. We have to have replacements for Striker. We have to prove to those level 29 players that they need to come back to 30 and fight for their right to party. It's bullshit that they're running away to begin with. They need to stand and deliver. There's no reason we should be letting Striker run amok. Especially the good players. Good players need to be getting off that shit, proving a point that Striker is, and always has been, the base level build that lets you get around the DZ easy and gets you through the game easy. Because it has what? Enemy armor damage. That's PvE. And then it has you sustain and damage over stacks. So don't... They gotta get over it. They got to. And truly, is Predator that big a deal? I want to see final measure builds. That'll be the next one. I will make a legit as fuck final measure that destroys Predmark builds. Makes them all cry. It'll probably be a firearms based one. But firearms stamina. And we'll just eat grenades and just smash Predator's mark, because we cannot be harmed because of this exotic damage resilience. Fuck them. You got protection from elites. You have 30% built in. You can't even be hurt by the NPCs in the DZ. Fuck me up, dude. You're gonna cause some bullshit. You're gonna cause a ruckus. We're gonna fuck up this whole DZ, the whole meta, piss everybody off in the process, and I think that's perfectly okay to do. That's for another time. Secrets between us, guy. Secrets between us. It's time to go. I'm gonna go to bed. I smell coffee. I think I stayed up late enough to where someone finally woke up. This has been the week of the classy DeadEye. I have ranted, raved, and shot up a bunch of people, so hopefully we got clips. Hopefully this was constructive and you enjoyed your time here, Sky. And I'm Xtana. I hope you recuperate after that lashing I gave you. That verbal beatdown. Your arguments, bolster them. Come back again, buddy. I will, Sky, I will be here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. I will be here, for sure. I promise. It will be today. Be like a night stream. So it'll be similar in character to this one. Shenanigans and whatnot. But it'll be appropriate and planned. So go ahead and come hang out if you got the time. It always seems like this late is better for you. But if you can be on early enough, if 7 on the East Coast is early enough for you. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna just get out of here. I'm calling it quits. I'll see you in the morning, Sky. I've been P2H. You've been better than all these other schmucks. You gotta lie, cheat, and steal. Somebody has to win. Should be you. I'll see you later, Sky. P2H out.